Hey YouTube friends and Facebook buddies. Okay, today I'm going to show you how to use a cafetiere, because it's my experience that many of my colleagues at work do not understand the delight of drinking real coffee, and I found absolutely terrified of using this device, and it's actually a very simple device to use. So today, my dear friends, we're going to make some coffee using cafetiere. Okay, what you require for this is very simple. You require a kettle with some water, a cafetiere, and ground coffee. In this case, it's a Twinings tin. What you'll do is take your cafetiere and place in a scoop of coffee, depending on how strong you like it. If you're making one mug, a cafetiere this size will do 2 mugs of coffee quite comfortably. So you can have 1 and a bit scoops of coffee. So I'm just going to make 1 mug of coffee here. Sometimes have to experiment according to taste. Then you take your kettle with some recently boiled water. Often it's not recommended it's boiling hot, just let it cool down a little bit, or bring it nearly to the boil. And then add approximately a mug of water. Okay, very simple. Okay, now, just the same as you would do with tea, you can let this brew for a little bit. In which case, get your mug. This is my Dubai mug from Dubai. I haven't been there, but someone very close to me has, and brought me back a nice mug. And best to let your coffee brew for a couple of minutes. Me, I'm desperate for a caffeine fix, so can't wait. Give your coffee a little bit of a stir, just to increase the amount of flavours going around. Have to remember, of course, when you're choosing your filtered coffee, or if you're freshly grinding your beans, of course, get different strengths of coffee. 3 being a medium strength, and I generally go for a 4 or a 5. But of course, it depends on the function. And you can, of course, get decaf ground coffee now, which is often a good option to have if you really like your coffee but don't want your caffeine. Just place your plunger on top of your cafetiere, and then after your coffee is brewed, call it tea now. After your coffee is brewed for a few more minutes, okay, just gently push your plunger down. You have to be aware sometimes that some ground coffees are finer than others, and sometimes the granules get caught just inside the plunger. As you can see, the plunger just there on my fingers. Okay, it sometimes can mean, depending on the type of coffee you're having, that it's quite difficult to push the plunger down. Just put a bit of pressure, or maybe give it a stir, or just let it soak for a bit longer. Let it brew. And that's from my own experience, anyway. And then, once your coffee has been plunged, it's filtered through, so all the granules go to the bottom. Okay, and you're left with coffee ready to drink. So just simply, with the plunger still down, pour into your mug. You may have seen my video about Italian coffee. Okay, and the egg cup, it gets circling. Now look at that. That's a proper cup of coffee, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, you can simply add sugar or sweetener to taste. Milk, I generally find though with filtered coffee that cream is better. They say real coffee, cream is better, so that's my personal choice. And then voila, if you're making some coffee for someone, like some of the guys from Phoenix, whatever, absolutely delicious. And it's really tasty, and much better, I might say, than that instant rubbish, which I will only drink as a very, very, very last resort. So, YouTube friends and Facebook buddies, that's how you use a cafetiere to make a very nice, proper cup of coffee.